Well, hear ye, this is Lord Potato. Also, I feel like this is never gonna be uploaded. I'm just putting this for like a point for myself, not for anyone else. If I accidentally upload this is just an accident. So yeah, this is mostly not even a what if. It's actually just a story that I always just thought of since I was younger. Okay, see, you see here. Since I'm a very love Minecraft a lot. Like I love Minecraft so much. I liked it so much. So since it came out, I'ma just give a little small story. Since it came out, of course I like watch Minecraft YouTubers and all that, like the guy does Minecraft and his cops and robbers and all that. I really do love that. Like Minecraft mods, Minecraft and all that other stuff. Even like the what's it called? Those Minecraft what's called Mythic Busters, where like they talk about like different characters, so like the evil characters that are in Minecraft, like Anti-3, Null, Herobrine, um, if I can remember right, there's probably another one, but I don't think I can remember. Then there's some evil creatures like the mobs and all that, like the zombie, skeleton, creeper. Creeper's basically just like the mascot of Minecraft and all that. So yeah, creeper, spider, wither skeleton, ender dragon, uh, and more mobs, and even the warden that just came out recently. Yeah. So since there's the new Minecraft mod and all that, and since I kind of did this YouTube channel just to make what ifs and all that, and also maybe other things because not just what if, but yeah, I know not many people are gonna actually care about this what if, or not even a what if. It's not even a what if. This isn't even a what if. This is just like a thing that I thought of for like however fucking many years I had it in my mind. And yes, this is like something I created when I was just daydreaming from my fucking classes and all that. Bro, every fucking class that bored the shit out of me, I like went daydream. Teacher told me on something, daydream. I don't give a shit. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. So yeah, so this is just a. It's not even a what if. It's probably just a story that like I had in my mind for like a while, and it's still in my mind to this day. So, so there's gonna be probably like modern Minecraft or like Minecraft basically. So you see here, I'm not gonna be talking about like the Minecraft mechanics and all that, how games and all that and works. No, it's mostly a story, sort of. Is it fanfic? Can Minecraft be even fanfic? I don't know if Minecraft can be fanfic. If it can't, then it's sort of like a story original, whatever. Ah, I don't know if it can be fanfic. I don't know. It's just like a story that I had in my head, and of course, I can write this whole out and just make it into a script. But you see here, if I try to do it in a script, I'm gonna fuck up some words and then forget about what I'm gonna try to say, and yeah. So yeah, but I don't even know if this counts as a fanfic. It probably does for my own fanfic or whatever. It's from Minecraft and nothing. I know people are gonna be like, why the fuck is it basically around Minecraft? Because it can't. Shut the fuck up. Now, I also want to mention I didn't play Minecraft when it first came out since A, I was a little kid, B, my parents didn't have much money, and C, um, yeah, I really did not know how to actually get Minecraft since it was online. And not online. Was it online? Yeah, it was online, or it was for like an Xbox and all that. First of all, that B one, where my parents were broke. Yeah, no, they would have told me to shut the fuck up and go do whatever the fuck I did. And they basically just didn't care if I go outside. I mean, they did care about if I did go outside, but instead of me going outside and being bored the fuck out of my mind, I had like an old phone that was on iPhone. I don't fucking remember. It was like some old iPhone, whatever the fuck is called, Apple. I don't use Apple no more. I fucking hate Apple. Not cause it's a fucking Apple. No, it's cause I heard about how they like stop Apple phones after like 2 years and all. I was like, that's a fucking little scummy shit to do. Yeah, scummy shit to do. I still have the iPod phone, whatever the fuck it is. It's an Apple product. I only know. Um, a sibling of mine will probably know what that is since they are basically all into that shit. And also, some people are gonna probably tell me why I don't ever tell my sibling she or he or whatever. It's cause it's just I'm keeping the gender freaking private since I don't want weird ass comments to be on my fucking thing. So I'm just calling them they since I don't care. If you really want me to call them something, I would have called them, I don't know, a fucking fat ass. What? Prick? Bitch? Jackass? I can probably go on for multiple names. But yeah. Also, which I'm doing this, it's probably like 12 o'clock. Yeah, it is 12 o'clock. But yeah, I'm doing this real late. But you see here, it's not going to become a video. If it does become a video, just know that this isn't a what if. So it's just like a fanfic that I kind of just thought in my head. It's not even a fanfic. It's just like something I daydream. I still can remember to this day. So yeah, after I made a little ram off that sidetrack. So yeah, I had this iPhone or whatever the fuck it is. Fuck it is. I don't give a shit what it is. I used to watch a lot of fucking Minecraft on there. I watch Minecraft from Minecraft YouTubers like Skyless Minecraft, Sunday, Jerome, Benji Canadian, and others like Captain Sparkles. There's a lot. Like I used to watch a lot. Even animation. What's it called? Animators like Reject Shotgun. It wasn't really much of an animation, but it's like a game through like The Hunt. If you guys don't know what the fuck The Hunt is, I'm gonna show you what that is. No, I'm talking about the hunting. Sorry, I fucked that up. So the hunting, whatever, Minecraft roleplay. So yeah, I used to watch like lots of these different types from Reject Shotgun. So yeah, I heard like I just watch a lot of those role plays and all that. Very interesting role plays like Walking Dead and all that, like mods and all that. I don't know why I just watch them. I just got entertained. My small brain. I'm still an idiot at this time of day, whatever. But yeah. So since it's not mostly a what if that I'm doing, I already said that multiple times. Shut the fuck up, you fucking dumbass. Sorry, I'm just talking to her. So yeah, I used to watch like lots of those Minecraft animations, like maybe also Minecraft. Yeah, Minecraft songs animations. Yeah, I watch a lot of those. Also, I'm still watching them because I'm just entertained. Don't ask why. I just still entertain. And I still watch Jerome ASF because I am internet. Fucking speak right, you fucking potato. Sorry. So yeah, I'm just still like Minecraft and all that, and I'm just thinking of not making a fucking Minecraft episode. I'm just like, what? Screw it. I'll just play Minecraft for a while and just record that. If I can't do, well, I mean, you can probably just see that in the background of like what if and all that, so you won't just hear my dumbass face. Well, not my dumbass face, dumbass voice when I'm trying to do what ifs. You can probably just watch the Minecraft game or whatever. Some of my siblings do that sometimes. Or not, yeah, I mean, they did ask me, how about you do this? And I just said, how the fuck am I gonna do this on my old phone? So yeah, I never thought of that, but since I have this new phone, and I can do a lot more things, I just want to mention that. So yeah, but after all that, let's get into the sort of fanfic, whatever. I don't know what I'm gonna call this, but let me begin. So, once upon a time, there used to be well, no, not used to be. What the fuck am I talking about? Oh no, I just thought this was like a story. Nah, but let me go. So, what just happened? In this world, there is multiple people, but in this specific world, there is multiple creatures, multiple things, and all that. But there is this king. Now, I'm gonna do some like backstory. No way. Actually, yeah. So first, sorry, I don't have a script for this, but I can remember in my mind all of it. So yeah. So there's this king, and I'll get to his name, but you don't need to know. He's just a king with a special title. And there is this queen with also a special title. And they just had a kid. This kid is named none of your concern, because I'm still not mentioning it. But they had just had a beautiful kid. A kid with hair that's sort of dark, but also has turquoise blue teal hair. But if one of his eyes just open and the other open, one is pure white and the other is sort of like the is it called? But let me go on. So the kid, he is born, and his name will be later mentioned on, but his eyes are completely different from each other. On the left eye, his left eye has a, so instead of being white, it'll be black in the background. His eye is sort of blue, is turquoise blue, and instead of being a dot, it's sort of slick like a dragon eye. And then on his right eye, it's just pure white. Now, both the dad and the mom knows what happened. It looks like the genetics on this kid kind of both just decide to fuse together, making a very powerful kid. Now, this kid is very, 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 very powerful. He's also a prince, but I'll get to mention on that back then. Now, there's a bunch of not Greeks, I mean, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but there's a bunch of gods in one world. And in this world, well, let me mention this. There's multiple places of different types of places. So there is the earthly humanity world. So that is Earth. And on multiple other planets, there's aliens and all that, if you like to call it like that. But from the world is connected to the underneath, so hell. And from there, heaven is all, and also heaven is connected to Earth, sort of. If humans decide to die, they either go to one way, but they first meet death. Now, of course, humanity, when they die, it's either on count on their sins or how good they help people. Now, in this world, not many people have abilities. Now, this world sort of doesn't even have any abilities. The humans race really has no powers. They are just weak against anything. But they are smart and decide to go into a technology route. So, mostly this world has caused so much war, and then a bunch of people did die and all that. A bunch of people that are bad, they go down. A bunch of people went up, and some of them kind of stayed in between. They are sinful, but they are good at the same time. Now, they are sort of trapped with death. Death just kind of looks at them and just says, whatever, you can say in this black pitch, whatever, white. So yeah, they are sort of just in between. They are sort of death has the power to either think of you can either go down or up. But since you are like neutral to almost anything, and you really didn't do that much bad things or good things, you instead of you deciding to go up or down, you go into a reincarnation. You be reincarnated. Death has the power of doing that. Now, heaven itself has the power of just making your dreams come to reality and truth and all that. Just showing you the peace and beautiful things that you would like to have back home, back where you just didn't die and actually live, and show you sort of it wasn't being an illusion, but sort of like show you like true things and all that. Or you can become an angel, a warrior, like that. Now, the other niche is completely different. Instead of showing your true, like, your imagination, your wishes, your things and all that, it shows your true fearness. It just shows what you fear, what this and that, and tortures you. If you manage to decide to actually become one of them, and I'm talking one of the demons, then you will become one of the rankers and all that. Now, you do have abilities, but unlike the heaven and hell situation, they cannot go to the earthling dimension. The problem with them, they have to do a trick a human into letting them be out, or heaven himself can bring the Pope and the church and all that. Sort of the church and all that are connected, with cults being connected underneath. Now, since that is a thing, since they are dimensions and all that, Death, on the other hand, can travel to the world, but he will be sort of not disguised, not illusion, but right in front of you. You don't know he's right in front of you unless he touches you and sees that you're already about to die. Like, Death can touch you, and of course, he doesn't tell you that you're gonna die, but if you feel like a shiver down your spine, you know that something bad is gonna happen and it's gonna kill you. Death just warns you a little bit, but if you cannot figure it out, then you are dead. And then you go either up, down, or between reincarnated. So yeah. Now, why I mention these dimensions? It's easy. They're sort of connected to the child and the parents. Now, I should go into a little background on who the father is. Now, see here, the father, the king, should I mention? He used to be an actual king, someone to actually rule different, not rule different worlds, but rule a kingdom. Now, the problem is, this kingdom kind of got overrun by another kingdom, and this kingdom was just taking over this kingdom that the king had. Now, I should mention that this king was named Brian. That is its name. Now, Brian, when he was trying to fight alongside with his soldiers and all that, but could not do anything. And when he tried to run away, yes, he decided to run away. Of course, he's not married, so he never had a queen or an actual prince, because he never thought that another kingdom would decide to invade him, which he shortly wrong. Now, he ran away, and when he looked behind him, he just saw his kingdom burning in ashes, and then everything just going on fire. Saw his people dying, his soldiers dying, to the kingdom that is sort of known as the Rafatau, the kingdom that just goes around killing people, innocents. And Brian just couldn't do anything. He didn't even he had his crown still, but he just walked and walked, just decided to think he can forget about it. Maybe start another village, but he couldn't. He had so much so much anger, so much sadness, and he couldn't even do anything of that because he was powerless. He was born into the whole royal family, but problem is, his father thought it was smart to make him the prince because he was the only child. So the father of Brian couldn't get another child because shortage. So since the father could not get another child to replace Brian, since Brian did not have any magical power, he had none. He didn't even know how to use a sword half the time. But until Brian's father and his mother passed away, became the king. So that's why Brian is so regretful and angry that he couldn't even help his kingdom. The only thing that he was good at was sort of mining. He always did carry a pickaxe. He just thought it would be helpful just to get out of trouble and actually get people out, which a pickaxe did help him get out of things. Now, since this pickaxe is sort of came from a blacksmith came to him and gave him this pickaxe. Now, this pickaxe wasn't nothing special, but the color of the pickaxe was. Instead of being a normal iron pickaxe, it was sort of a tealish bluish color. Or not tealish bluish color. Instead of being an iron, pure grayish and white, it was pure white, which confused the man, which it was Brian. He was confused, but he took it as a gift and said thank you to the blacksmith, which he had it on still. And of course, a stormy day was happening, and Brian said I couldn't even have nothing. Well, I'm gonna just sit here and let lightning hit me so I can die along with my kingdom. But that actually did happen. A lightning storm, which a lightning bolt, should I be more specific? A lightning bolt hits Brian. But the problem with this lightning bolt, it was completely different from any lightning bolt. There's only two colors of lightning bolts. Either this bluish color or this yellow. But the problem with Brian, it was special. Instead of being any of those two colors, it was white. Which, when he got hit by it, he thought he was gonna die. But no. Instead, he woke up and he knew of so many abilities. Like, when he opened his eyes, he just knows everything. Now, you're wondering, what is this ability? What did he just get? I need you to be quiet. But But he woke up. His eyes are pure white. Of course, there was just a small little crater around him because of the lightning bolt. But, of course, when he grabbed his pickaxe, instead of instead of just being a normal pickaxe, it glowed. The handle, instead of it being a wooden handle, since yes, it was a wooden handle before, it became sort of metallic but black at the same time. And sort of then the blade of the whole pickaxe, instead of just being a two-sided pickaxe, it became a one-sided, and it sort of shaped into a scythe. And which Brian was confused, but he didn't mind. Now he looked at his clothes, and of course he just thought, I look like a mess. But then he just thought of some black clothes in his head, and actually he then just put his hand out and created lightning, which created a case up and summoned him some not magical clothes, but actually they are magical clothes. They are just a black shirt, black pants, some gray shoes, and then also a black robe. Now his crown is completely different from the original now. Since the original crown was supposed to be gold and have like 3 diamonds and all that, instead of that, it is pure black. And instead of those 3 diamonds, one of the diamonds in the middle is sort of a tealish bluish color, and then the other 2 are both just white. So of course he is confused, but yeah. Also, I should also mention, now Brian did, before the lightning bolt hit him, he had a diamond, just a normal like bluish diamond. He just thought it was pretty, so he just kept it on him when he ran out of the whole thing. Well, he had it before the whole evasion happened, but yeah, when he had it and that lightning bolt hit him, that diamond sort of fused with Brian's heart. Now Brian's heart is completely different. It still works as a normal heart, but instead it's pure diamond. Now you're wondering, is his other lungs and all that pure diamond? No, just his heart. It's just diamond. So, of course, he's wondering if he still has that diamond, but he doesn't, so he just says shit. It must have just generated after that lightning bolt. Which, lightning cannot just destroy diamonds. So yeah. But when Brian grabbed the scythe and he wore all those clothes and all that, he just thought of taking revenge on that kingdom. But he was wondering, how would I do that? He thought. But then he went to a little lake and saw his eyes are pure white, which he kind of yelled a little bit. And when he kind of looked up, because he was scared, he was just looking at his hand and it was kind of shaking and all that. He looked up and he saw a green man sort of walking around. Now, where this green man was, it was across the lake, since Brian was on like a plain field. There was no trees around, but on the other side it was sort of a dark forest. And when Brian saw that green figure, he just thought it was a person, so he yelled out, "Hey!" And the green figure did not notice him. And Brian got angry. He's like, "What the fuck?" Fine. So he grabbed his scythe sword, put it on his back, and kind of jumped over the lake. Now, when he jumped over the lake, because he just thought he was going to fall in the lake, instead, when he jumped over it, he fully jumped over it. Now, the lake was pretty big, so that's why he thought he was going to fall back into the lake. But it didn't actually did it. Instead, he jumped over it, which kind of shocked him. He was like, "What the fuck?" Also, the king wasn't fat, but he wasn't, not healthy, I want to say that, but he wasn't, what's it called, like, in prepared shape. But now, after the thunderbolts hit him, lightning bolt or whatever, he's perfectly shaped now. He's stronger than ever, which confused him because he was never the type to actually work out and become stronger. So he confused, but whatever, he decided to run into the forest. Now, when he's running into the forest, Brian kind of got hit into a tree because he can't see anything. But then he noticed one thing. His pickaxe is sort of like a torch. It glows white. So, of course, he used that as to see around. But he was kind of getting annoyed because still the scythe didn't work that much because he did not know how to use its full potential. So he kind of get angry. It kind of opened his eyes, like tried to blink, trying to see and all that. But his eyes didn't allow him to see him that well. Until he got mad and put his hand up to his face, getting kind of mad, but accidentally activated a magical ability which allowed his eyes to just suddenly turn blue. And not blue, should I say, but mostly like turn blue and turn back to white. And then now he can see fully okay, like he just had night vision. He accidentally activated the spell night vision. Now he can now see perfectly fine in the dark forest. He ran around trying to look for him, trying to look for that green person, that green man. or whatever it is. Instead, what he found out, instead of the green man or the green person, he found a camp, and he noticed some people like trapped in a cage. Now, these people that were in the camp kind of look familiar. Kind of, Brian kind of memorized those people as the people that just destroyed his kingdom. Now, he didn't see the people in the cage. He just thought it was just civilians that these people just decided to take. So he kind of got mad. And Brian decides to just rush out. Like, he got so mad that he did not realize that he activated another spell. But this time on them. Now, but the spell he activated is because he did not want them to move or anything. He activated slowness on them. He spelled that, well, only temporary people would be slowly, but instead the slowness was permanent and the slowness was heavy, like just very powerful. Now, I should also mention that in this dimension, there are wizards, there's also magic wizard knights, and also knights. Now, knights are just your typical people that has armor and sword, no magic. Wizards are people that use magic but are physically unable to like use any armor or anything because they are physically just just not into shape and all that. Now, magical knights are both knights abilities and wizards abilities. So these knights can decide to boost themselves, but can't really deboost someone else. Well, they can, but they gotta train for that. Now, the knights can't really boost themselves thinking that much because they gotta learn about the spells and the fundamentals about the magic ability. Now, Brian, he activated an ability called slowness. Now, mages can only slow people for a couple seconds, minutes probably. But Brian managed to slow them down permanently, which they could not move at all. And Brian pulled out the scythe and sliced through all their necks and killed them just there. One guy came out, and that was the captain. He came out of the the little camp, and he saw Brian, and he looked at him and he just said, "What the fuck, white eyes?" Brian said, I remember you." Now, this captain was someone that killed Brian's special person. Now, it wasn't a person that he loved or anything, but it was like a knight, a very good knight to him and all that. Because the knight always gave him compliments and all that, like some this or that. And Brian just kind of got angry. He's like, "You bastard! You're the one that killed him." And he was like, "Who?" And Brian just got so angry that he kind of activated another boost, strength, and he put it on himself without even realizing, and just activate white lightning on his fist, while even him out noticing, and just punched the cat in the face, breaking every single bone in this man's body. Now, when Brian killed him, and then he looked at the wooden sort of cage and all that, he noticed two things. First thing, these people aren't human, and also they are creatures instead. But but instead of him being afraid of these creatures, instead he feels home to them. Now, I should mention what Brian is. Now, Brian isn't no more a human. Brian kinda got rid of his humanity. How? Well, not mostly got rid of it. It's still there. But Brian sort of became something else. That thunderbolt was actually to choose someone to be something for this universe. Since there are multiple universe Milky Ways, whatever the fuck you like to call them or anything. And he was chosen to become a God Slayer. Now, a God Slayer is someone to slay gods if gods are acting up. Now, I know someone's gonna ask me, bro, wait, aren't this like God Slayers? What you did for What If Naruto was a God Slayer? Basically, that story is sort of connected to my freaking idea that I had for a while. Now, that one just like came to me and when I was doing What Ifs. But yeah, like decided to fuse both of them. But that's not the point. Now, Brian, he is a God Slayer. He was chosen by a system. Now, it wasn't chosen by a god or anything. Well, I mean, you can call him a god, but not really. He's only someone that has different powers to choose them and all that, but not really. But he was chosen to be a god slayer, to people to stop gods. Now, these god slayers, there's only a couple of them in like multi-universes and all that. Galaxies, not galaxies, universes. There's only a couple of them. Not every universe has a God Slayer. So yeah, these God Slayers have to stop gods that go rampage, kill a bunch of people and all that. Yeah. Or just people that manage to get the power of gods and must be slayed down. Or people that are immortal. They must be gone. Whatever weapon a God Slayer can have. God Slayers can have to multiple weapons, but Brian is sort of special. Instead of his weapon being like a sword or anything scythe, not scythe, but his weapon is a scythe. So he's one of the special ones. But he's actually one of the strongest ones also. Now, I should mention later about God Slayers, but yeah. Since my throat's sort of dry and all that, I'm gonna kind of leave it off here. So yeah, have a nice potato day, potato night, potato sleep, potato and potato. I'm gonna keep doing this backstory for Brian. And also, the queen, I will do a backstory for her. And then the child. But yeah, have a nice potato day, potato night, potato sleep.